Guess I'll go in here and get me some coffee. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it ain't too packed. Oh, I forget my wallet and everything. Let me get it. Hey, what's up, everybody? I wonder if they get any coffee up in here. I hope all the coffee ain't gone. But it looks like it is. Let me see. It's 50 minutes. Dang, that water looks dirty. What do you think? I'm on a break. But let's see. Let me go over here and see if my one's working. Dang, look nasty. That stuff is looking nasty, man. 57 minutes, let's go ahead and try it. Guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Another fourth quarter success vlog. Actually, don't taste that bad. I ain't gonna get nothing else. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off just in case they don't want it. Guess I'll take his coffee. Hey, how are you doing? What are you doing?
I am trying to interview people.
Interview people for what?
Not interview people. I'm trying to set up interviews for people for a voter outreach. So,
Okay, voter outreach for local vote politicians or local Louisville vote.
So if you know anybody that needs a job.
My bad. Do you want to be on camera?
It's fine.
Okay.
If you know anybody that wants a job, Louisville Votes is needing people. It's $15 an hour. You can work up to 10 hours a day, which is $150, no taxes taken out. They pay you every Friday. They give you a check, but the last 4 days they're doing at the end of the day pay.
Hey, y'all hear that?
Louisville Votes.
Pay that day. Y'all hear that? You gotta get paid that day. So the only thing you have to do is what? Come up here. Go to Thornton's. You can go. Is it this the only location or other locations?
This is where I'm taking all the names and numbers for interviews.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Thornton's
See,
downtown.
all you gotta do is come up, get some coffee, get you some gas, and then sign up for a job. Well, if you don't have a card to get gas, then you may not be able to sign up. But you can walk up here, right? You can walk up here, get you some coffee, get you something to eat, and then find your job.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. You have a good one. You see that? We just got some information that y'all would have not had earlier, right? All right, let's go ahead, finish this off. We'll go ahead and end this vlog. Yeah. All right, did everybody see a helpful vlog? You know what I'm saying? I think she said Louisville works. You know, sometimes you go out there, see who's out there. She was kind of cute too, so make people sign up. And a lot of people who go to that Thornton's is outside that area is a lot of homeless people. So hopefully, you know that it's people who she can sign up even if it's, you know, get paid that day. They can get some money to be able to take care of small things and small needs and you know, things like that, you know. Or my whole thing is a lot of those people, they have fixed income, just maybe through the government or different things. But for people who don't, you can give them an opportunity to at least be able to maybe get some money same day. What they say, same day, same pay. You know what I'm saying? Same days, you get paid. So that's a good thing. Louisville works. Put that time in, and we should be doing other programs like that. You know, like I said, over in that section, you know, there's a lot of there's a lot of people who have mental health problems, who have alcohol problems, who have a lot of different issues, and this is in right downtown in the city. You know, as we see all the cities growing to what they call gentrification, you know what I'm saying. As you start to see that's developed, you do start to see, you know, more people who live in those poor, or what people say is poor neighborhoods. You are starting to see more homelessness, you know. And it's so funny, man. It's like how the city, you know how I think it's just a bunch of bull crap is because when it comes like to the mayors and the different people who know that they have homelessness, when certain events come, they push them certain ways. Like they may been staying over here the whole time during the winter or the whole time during the spring, but let it be a special event that makes the city look a certain way, then they push them out and run them off to go right here, but then they let them back in. It's like, to me, like that's being a hypocrite. You're just trying to hide the things that can make your city look bad or patch it up for certain time periods. I think that's a bunch of bull crap. You know, find ways to make people, you know, become better, or even make, if they are homeless, and, you know, make the conditions a little bit better. Because at the end of the day, man, all these buildings, all these different roads, all these different restaurants, man, when we came on this earth, man, this earth was just land where everybody could move freely, sit wherever they wanted to. And then there's a person who decided that they want to make sure that they had ownership of a certain part, which has caused all of these people feeling like they have to work it to get into buildings, all these different buildings. You see where I'm at? I'm in downtown buildings. To get in these buildings, to build buildings, and we were put on this earth, you know, to move freely, man. And there was no one place that you could say that was yours until some people started wanting to be rich, or somebody wanted to pass a law to say that it only works for them. So I just think that I get a little frustrated with that when I think about how, you know, we've made things tougher. We've improved maybe people's lives from a medical and be able to travel point of view, you know, because we now can travel way more. We can go to, you know, like I've been a lot of places around the world in planes and different things. Those technology, yeah, it helps you. But I also feel like, you know, you work so hard to try to just fit into this society of buildings and ownership of stuff when this land was for everyone at one point. And I think that's what they talk about, anxiety, stress, all that stuff is going up. Yeah, when you create those different type of things of people having to think about how they're going to live from day to day, of course it's going to do that. It's a given. But it is what it is. All right, I'm about to go ahead and punch in, man. But I don't got to punch in, you know. You know, when you're salary, you don't punch in, you just work. All right, I'll holler at y'all, man. Yeah, I'm back. Like I said earlier, I'm going to the gym. Go ahead and get it in. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in. Getting that gym, man. Alright. I know the light's probably all messed up. Just the way it is some days. Lights get messed up. Yeah. Man, gotta get ready. Gotta get ready. Sometimes it sucks, man. Sometimes it sucks. But it's just the way it is. Think about it, ain't that far. At least I ain't that far from work. You know what I'm saying? Nice little on a Sunday. I'm trying to think, man. I need to get something to eat. I'm trying to think, man. Would I concentrate if I got something to eat a little bit better? Or should I just straight go without eating? I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like, yeah, do I need to get something to eat? Or if I eat, will that slow me down? Should I get some coffee? See, that's the thing about it. Ain't got no real good coffee. I don't like Starbucks, getting all that Starbucks. One, Starbucks too expensive. It's way too expensive to give you the same generic things that you can get like when you go to a coffee, like even like a Speedway, a Marathon, like you could put real coffee, see the real coffee, they brew it, everything, and then put in like even the machine where you can put like French vanilla or some, what they call it, English tofu or toffee coffee. You can add that in, and it tastes just as good or better than Starbucks. And I'm not even being cheap. It's just that, I mean, I make good money, and I still don't want to spend it. You know, I waste money on food all the time, bro. I just calculated my budget. Well, not calculated. I looked at what I spend on food for a month. If you work from home and you do stuff like that, you save money, man. You save money. You save way more money than going into the office. That's why they letting people work virtually now, and not even so much for that, but you can save on office space as a company. People can work from home. Get to stuff quicker. I think you can be way more. You can be productive in short period of time. I know we have this whole thing that you work 8 hours, but the average person, not even the average person, most workers do not work 8 hours. Even when it comes and functional and being very functional, you really have to think about, when you got people working long hours, how productive are they? Is it, when you're looking at the numbers, is the numbers justifying their presence being in the building? And I will argue against that. I think the numbers, but then again, like I said, I'm a business intelligence engineer, / data scientist. So I do I can see numbers and see stuff. I see how people can justify it too, to be able to use it as a administrative type of money, for you to be able to make. But I just think that I think that's, as time goes, and I've read on this, and I'm not saying anything new than what other people have talked about in the market, or work weeks are going to start getting shorter. They're not going to get longer. This day and age, people are spending way more time, with their families and traveling. I ain't gonna sit there and say spending way more time, because I think that even when we're inside the house, we're a lot more separated, because we have all these different devices and TVs and different things that keeps everybody, even though they're in the same house, they still not in the same house. They're not communicating or talking to each other face to face on a regular. But I do think that work weeks will get shorter. And the reason why I think work weeks will get shorter is because, as you start to think about automation, you start to think about all these different things, it'll be less time that you'll need for people to be able to do certain jobs. You can get most things done in 2 to 3 hours, and you can, be able to do that. Most people, when they go to a work, it's just wasted hours, a lot of the time. And in some positions, you don't have enough time, and I agree with that. But I believe that there's a lot of wasted time, even when you have a lot of stuff and you don't feel like you have enough time. There's still a lot of wasted time. I think there's a lot of unnecessary meetings that keep you from being able to be functional and being able to, and keeps you from being productive. So there's other stuff that I think that plays a major role into why people fall behind or feel like they have the pressure of doing stuff. So I know I went off on a tangent about a couple of different things, but that's just how my brain works sometimes. But with all of that said and done, I gotta go to work on a Sunday and complete get as much as I think I should have done. I'm not gonna overwork myself because then, as I start to get this, try to make sure the thing is done right. If you try to put something together too fast, that's where mistakes come, and that's where, when you go back and you have to correct IT on the design, and you have to go back there and get these find defects and all of these different things, that it costs you more time and more money. That's why I just think from this point of view, I think you take your time, especially if it's not a very serious crunch time on something. I think that you bring a team together. One thing we did pretty good on this, what I'm about to go and work on, we did put a whiteboard together, brought everybody in, everybody threw what their ideas up on the board, and then we was able to, go against each other, say why we thought something should be a certain way. So, and at the end of the day, we came up with a functional requirements, our design. The difference is that that was done on a Thursday, and then on Friday we're trying to say that we should have requirements, and the requirements had to be put together, which wasn't too much bad once you go to the whiteboard, but it's still, you got to put it together. And then on Friday, and try to shoot for Monday to have use cases, which is design, which is the thing that takes the most time. I didn't think that was something that we should have tried to rush through, because the whole point that we had to go to the whiteboard is because the whiteboard and redo it is because the very first time, the person who gave the okay, they were going through and they said it was okay. And I think that's where you realize that it wasn't. And then now that person wants to try to, maybe try to rush it through now. So I don't think that was a good thing. I don't think that we really have to have a crunch time. I don't think it has to be something that has to be turned right away. And when I say turn, that means where end users will use it, where it goes into a production type of a way of helping and for people to use. So if it's not something that has to be rushed to solve a business problem right away, or I think that you take the time to implement it correctly. So I'm not going to overwork it, overwork myself. Not so much not overwork myself, but I want to make sure that what I do, take my time. And if it has to be a little bit piece by piece, because it's not a rush, I'd rather do that. But now, if it's something that has to be done right away because it's costing you money, or if it's really making things wrong, then you got to hurry up and fix those things. And I understand that, but I don't think this is one of those type of cases. All right, guess I'll punch in with you a little bit later. I'm out of here. Well, looks like I got some of my work done, in front of the corporate downtown. So that was around about 5 hours. Yep, took around about 5 hours to do what I had to do. So that's what it's like working on a Sunday. Working on a Sunday. Doesn't happen too often, but every now and then it does. So, you gotta get certain things done, got deadlines. So, alright, I'm done. And I was gonna go to the gym and work out, and I realized that once I got over there, the gym closes at 6 o'clock on Sunday. So I was thinking that it closed to 8. I actually should have went in there and seen, even though they had it on the board. I probably should have asked them. Yeah, matter of fact, I may just do that. They may have just didn't change it in It could be that they didn't change it on the on the wall. I mean on the print. So I'm gonna drive over here real quick. If it is, then I'll come back and park where I just parked. Cause when you're downtown, you know, got certain places you can park, and then certain places you can't. So go ahead and scoot back. Went too far in the lane. So, went too far. See, there's people out there walking. So, all right, I'll go over here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over here and see, cause they may, I may be able to actually go in the gym, but I could have swore I thought it was 8. It may have been 8 on the weekend, or like on Saturday, but not Sunday, 6 o'clock. So, you know, I'll just go check. Hey, it can't hurt. I'm already over here, so. I know this may be a boring vlog, but, you know, I just wanted to do something. You know, you guys hang out. You got to just hang out for a minute or two. See how my day is. I'm just gonna get into vlogging a lot more, man. It's so crazy, man. If I had been vlogging over this whole year or last couple of years, man, it probably been some pretty good vlogs. And I still got a lot of time because me and my son, we're constantly got stuff to do with him, my daughter, her business, me just trying to do what I do too. So, all right, we'll go in here and see real quick. All right, yeah, let me go in here and just see if the gym closes at a certain time. All right, that's what I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna run in here and do that real quick, just to see. All right. Hey, gym closes what time today? 6. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, thank you. Told y'all sick.
Like what?
Yep, I was right. It was 6 o'clock. That's what I was thinking. Well, won't be getting in that gym today. Dang. Really, well, the only reason why I want to go to the gym, I just wanted to get in the sauna. That's the only thing. Just like getting in the sauna, man, just sweat the toxins and everything out of you. Another thing is too, man, it's just like, you know, when I got like deadlines or stuff like how it was this week, you know, I actually like to go work out, man. It relieves like some of the stress or stuff you maybe, you know, because sometimes we can put ourselves under stress or under pressure to get certain things done. And then, you know, it can cause like, you know, for you to start to get upset, cause a little anxiety. So I really do like to work out. That's like what I like to do. I like to work out when I start to get like in that type of mood, or I start to, you know, feel like I got stuff I got to do and I'm not getting it done. You know, if working out is my stress reliever. You know, I don't like to go drink. I don't like to do stuff to, you know, make stuff go away, or, you know, put me in a place where I just forget, or just, you know, run away from reality. So that's what I do. You know, I go work out. That's my place of serenity, like, you know, like some people may say. You know, I like to, it takes me to a place like that. So so not being able to work out or go sit in the sauna or something like that, you know, I really wish I could have did that today, and you know, I should have did it yesterday, but yesterday I was just riding around. But it is what it is, you know. Go ahead tomorrow. And then I gotta hurry up and decide, because my son's done with cross country now. So we gotta get a winter sport in. So I think, you know, we're gonna either go to wrestling, or I can't have him where he has idle time. Idle time, it's not good as a kid growing up. You just got to keep him busy. It keeps him out of trouble. It keeps him have to keep constantly thinking or playing around in gym. I believe that you got to make them have physical activities. Especially as they get older. As they start to grow up, have them in there where they ain't playing games and doing all that stuff all the time. So we got to see hurry up what Sporty's gonna do. He was telling me that he wants to go back to wrestling, so we may go to wrestling. Now I just gotta find a place for him to wrestle at, and it's like everything is so much about money, man. It's just like it's so crazy now. And don't get me wrong, I make good money to be able to pay for those different things, but I know as a kid, if I had to pay for all the sports and stuff that I did, I would not have participated in nothing. Because some people's parents and people can't afford it. So to me, it's like it makes everything so expensive, and then you don't even have even transportation, because everything now is just like not related to the schools. They always talk about like not putting sports and all these different things in schools. Man, I totally disagree with that, man. I think you got to have as many activities as possible connected within your school. You want to improve the school system. You want to improve kids' achievements and make sure that they become successful. Man, you got to give them tools that are outside of academic stuff as well. My son, prime example, when he got in cross country from being a very hyper little kid, that kind of helped him become better at being able to, where he wasn't as hyper because they had practice. They ran in the morning right before practice started. Right before school started. So that was kind of a help. But we have to start bringing more, continuously put more activities, and those extracurricular activities. It teaches teamwork. It teaches discipline. It teaches focus. It has way more than just one person being the person who disciplines the kid or holds them accountable. So when you start to take away those activities, especially when it comes to lower income students, or when it comes to poor students, and that's where you see the activities. They want to take away stuff that, mostly minorities have used as a way to be able to keep themselves eligible for sports, or to be able to have the opportunity to be able to get a scholarship and go to school. We have to start doing this, man. This is not hard. This is not hard science. It's easy data points that'll be able to prove everything that I'm saying. And I think it's a systematic thing that is the reason why a lot of things don't happen. It's a continuous gap of being able to separate the rich from the poor, the educated from the educated from the uneducated. I know I went on a tangent again. You know how I do. I start getting upset about stuff and start talking about something else. But all right, I'm back at it. About to go to the grocery store. One of the things I don't like is grocery store. Let's go ahead and get it done. Watch out. Hey, boy, lady almost tore a guy up. Yeah, she straight almost hit him. That's the only meat I eat. That's best bacon right here. Best turkey bacon. You gotta look at the dates, man. You don't look at those dates, then you get some bread to be due. Be about to spoil tomorrow. Alright, best bread to get right here. Grams. Yeah, all the almond milk, that's why I like coming on Sunday. Everything's gone. Hey, it's gonna be a short video. Some original orange juice. I gotta give me some grapefruit. That grapefruit cheese. Then give me some 80. One more thing, I need to get garbage bags. I got it. Sorry about that.
See what's going on with that one. Go ahead. I might snatch you, but what are you doing?
Just getting some water. It's the only water I drink. Spring water. And we're out. Alright, that's my shopping day.